start it here because and then when Roby comes, we'll start talking Dreamcon. So welcome to episode 29. Anyways, I have an issue with this. I have a couple games that I bought like last year that I never got around to playing. Like they were cheap. I didn't waste a lot of money, but like one of them is a shooting game. But I was just wondering, like, do you ever do that, or have you done that? Like, you get a game and you're like, okay, I don't necessarily know if I like this or I will like it, but it's cheap, blah blah blah, and then you just never get around to playing it. Like I felt like I've had games like that in the past. Yeah, I know for sure I have. Like I didn't even turn it on. I just like, like you have one of those, buy 3 get 2 free or some shit like that.
No, I know very well enough what I like and don't like. So if I get anything or do anything, it goes into like any of these categories. 1, I know I'm gonna. 2, it's
Hey, one again. You cut up. You cut out.
Oh, God, I hate my internet. So 1 is like I know I'm gonna like it. 2 is it's free because I'm using like Game Pass. So let me grab it and then try this out. Or I because it's cheap and I know it's gonna be funny and I only plan on playing it like one night.
Okay.
Like perfect example of that. I randomly was scrolling through games and I found Rockstar, like the same creators behind GTA. They made a table tennis game and it was like $1 and I bought it. They played table tennis for a good I'd say a good 3 hours. Turned it off, knew I never was going to touch it again, but enjoyed my time. Worth it to me.
So it was just like a regular table tennis game. It wasn't like, because I feel like with Rockstar there's like some type of murder or
no, the most basic, like the like it was like I couldn't believe like playing it was so like, why did they make this?
You were probably just enthralled by it, weren't you?
I was. For 3 hours. I was just locked in. I couldn't get past this one dude who whipping my ass. And all right.
Was it like a Wii game or was it an online game? Like, were you playing the computer?
Xbox 3. I wish I could have found another person to play with. Okay. I become the greatest tabletop simulator player on the planet. Like,
it's like you level up, you learn combos and shit, just like a fighting game.
Nah, that's not even that advanced. It's the most simple. Like, I honestly, probably the closest is just playing like actual table tennis. Like, if anything, actual table tennis is more advanced because you're playing it, so you're actually a bit like, that's how basic it was. Apparently, I looked it up. Apparently, it was just basically like a technical test to see what the power of like from the first Xbox to 360 was. And that's what that game was. And I was like, all right, that makes sense because this is past that. I don't know the use for this game. I don't know who was asking for this. But it was fun. Very fun.
I got you. Yeah, there was I remember when I was a kid, my older brother had a game. What up, Roby? We're just talking nothing, waiting for you. There you go. Roby looked like a ghost.
Yeah, dog. It's you, Roby talk. He looked like a serial killer.
How about now? I look a little bit better now?
A little bit better, yeah. It's just like...
There you go.
There you go, yeah.
Roby looked like he was about to say, do you want to play a game with me?
This is lighting. It's my light. Sorry.
Yeah, you got like fucking spotlights on you.
It's just like the light above me. I'm trying to get one that's bright enough to capture everything. But
you're good. You're good.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, but now my brother used to have this Donkey Kong game, and I didn't like the game itself, but it had like mini levels, and I used to like, you could like set high scores, and it was, I don't know, it was a Game Boy Advance. So I just remember I used to when I was super bored, just play those mini games for hours, just trying to like set a higher score. So yeah, I relate to the. You said you played table tennis for like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One other thing.
Table tennis.
Yeah, one other thing I wanted to get into before we haven't started talking Dreamcon yet, but before we started recording, I was talking to JimJam just about how Texas is laid out and like the different cities, how far he is from like Houston and Austin and shit like that. And like how it reminds me of California, just like, like you have cities be 7 hours away from each other in the same state. And then we started talking about King of the Hill and we started talking about Arlen and shit like that. And I stumbled upon this fan theory because I think I mentioned it on here. Like I've been watching King of the Hill. I'm on like season 3. I kind of went away from it last week, but anyways, real quick. So there's a fan theory that Bobby is not Hank's real father. I mean, Hank
is not Bobby's real father.
And so it started off just like kind of silly, then it turned hella dark. Like, so I just, I'm not going to read all of it, but just real quick. So the theory is that Bill is Bobby's real father because they look a little bit more similar, and they do have
scary ass Bill. Scaredy cat Bill.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh,
Bill. Yeah, right. The army. Yeah, he's the army dude. But they have like a similar build. They do have like I noticed that like I said, I'm only in season 3, but they do have like some father-son moments or whatever. Like Bobby like listens to Bill or whatever. But it was like okay, it could be Bill because like it would explain Bill's crush on Peggy. And apparently there's an episode that it's the episode is supposed to be they're talking about when Hank and Peggy got married, and there's an episode that's right before they got married, and like apparently there was some subtlety that she like messed with some dude before they got married, which I feel like Bobby was born a few months or a few years into their marriage. So, but anyways, I guess they're trying to say like Bill could have hooked up with Peggy before and then hooked up with her again or whatever, which would be funny just because, just thinking about the whole Dale and like John Redcorn thing and like how everyone knows but Dale. So it would be funny if Hank, who's like seen as like the smartest of the group, if everyone knows that Bobby's not his son, but him or whatever. But anyways, this is where it turns dark because it says that. So it's like it could be some random dude, it could be Bill, and then it also says here it could be Cotton, because it said like he resembles the older version of Bobby, and he also has a soft spot for him. Then that last sentence says the reason why Peggy dislikes Cotton is possibly because he sexually abused her and his racism, ending their relation. Though it is possible that Peggy and Cotton did not have a relation. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, goddamn. Like, I don't like why? Why did you guys have to go that hard?
Like, dude, you could have convinced me that she was just like so mean to him. She was disgusted with herself for sleeping with him, and it was consensual.
Right.
I don't know if we needed to go there, but fan theories, I guess.
Yeah, fan theories go crazy. Jeez,
my God.
So
I never needed to think about that ever.
Yeah. Well, anywho,
I can't transition this shit.
No, I noticed you have the Spider-Man poster.
Yes,
there you go, up behind you. There you go.
Yep, I got the.
Oh yeah, he's got his Miles Morales posted up already.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I put that up the second I got home.
I'm still waiting to get frames for mine.
Yeah, same here. Yep. Yeah, man.
I can't afford frames.
Respect. I don't want to do this adult ass shit. I told my friend when I told her I bought some art at Dreamcon, she was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are posted." I showed them to her. I was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about putting them up like in my room." She was like, "Okay, yeah. So where are you gonna get your frame from?" I said, "Huh?"
Exactly.
Amazon.
She said, "You're a grown man. You are not about to put those posters up without frames." I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was either gonna go to
it looks
Target and get
better with
some, or just go off Amazon maybe.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
I
right.
try
What
not to
type of
use
grown
Amazon, but yeah.
man would do that? Yeah. Nah, um,
It's all
I'm
good.
fine with how they look. Like, my walls was blank as shit
Like,
before, so.
yeah.
Yeah, but that was like
Oh
one of the
man.
highlights for me from Dreamcon was just like all the great art, whether it was paintings and people's figurines that they had made or the costumes. That some
Yeah,
of
the
them
exhibit hall was great.
great.
That was
Oh yeah.
that was for me. That was one of the best parts of the con
Mhm.
because, and I think that I'm assuming like next year they're probably going to be back in the same location, maybe. But I think
Probably a bigger location.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If they're in the same place or if they're in a bigger location, they're gonna make space for there to be like a larger exhibit hall because that's where a lot of the traffic was. So
Yeah.
and that's where I think it should be because there was a lot of cool stuff in there.
Hmm. Yeah, when there wasn't an event going on, everyone
Hmm.
was in the exhibit hall. So yeah, that was nice. Like, just seeing all those artists. Cause it seemed like, people were buying a bunch of stuff. So hopefully, and it was like mostly black entrepreneurs. Hopefully, and brothers and sisters made some good money out there. But yeah, it was really good. I got 3 posters. I gotta get um I gotta get a frame for them. So
Yeah, I
but
bought
yeah,
like
man.
an original comic from a dude that was there. Good
Mhm.
time.
Yep.
There we go.
I was looking down my phone because I just remembered that I wrote. I remember I was like at writing comments down in JimJam Stock Corner from DreamCon, so I could just pull up things from that to like jog my memory. I completely forgot I did this shit.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Like I had said earlier, I'm not trying to hold y'all too long. I know it's a little bit later over there. But yeah, and I know we're kind of late in putting this episode together, but yeah, I just wanted to basically ask y'all, what was y'all's highlights from the convention from the weekend? Hopefully, I know we had talked about like trying to make it an annual thing.
Hmm.
Um, hopefully, God willing, if the world is still here next year, we can meet up again. I'm gonna like try to like mix in like a Houston trip or something if possible.
That'd be fun.
Just to see,
That would be a lot
what's
of
out
fun.
there.
I'd love to
Listen,
see
I'm
that.
down for it. I now like as far as my favorite part of the con.
Hmm.
I don't know. There was a lot that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the little one-on-one panels. I enjoyed the little anime Family Feud panel thing that we did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. Well, okay, so I'll give my answer and then I'll tell a story.
Okay.
So I think for me, maybe the best part of the con was probably the exhibit hall because I think that's what I put on. They sent us all an email. I imagine y'all got it too, where we're basically like doing a feedback survey for the entire
Mhm.
convention, and that's what I listed. I'm pretty sure as like my favorite part was the exhibit hall, and so hopefully like we'll get an expanded version of that next year. But to go slightly off topic, because one of my other favorite parts were like the events like in the main halls, right? So we went to one. Was this the second day when they tried to run game on everybody?
Yeah, it was the second day.
Okay, yeah. So the second day
It
we
worked
showed
remote.
up. We showed up to an interview, right, in the event hall. It was packed out. We saw like the first day a lot of the, especially like the
Oh,
meet and greet stuff for RDC. Like that was event hall like 1 and 2. Like that was all packed out. Uh, so we knew how crazy it would get in there. So we showed up early to make sure we could get in. So we showed up, and they had the guy who voices Goku in like a Dragon Ball Z dub,
mm-hmm.
and he was being interviewed, and
Mm-hmm.
so that was cool, mostly, but that was cool. And so
I
we
got the
sat in
thoughts
there
on
for that,
that.
and Listen, I'm gonna leave that for y'all to pick at that later. We sat in there for that, and that was cool, and that was entertaining. That lasted maybe what we say like 30 minutes, 45, maybe an hour, like an hour at most. We were in there during that interview.
Yeah.
And then once the interview ended, they were like, "Hey, everyone," I'm trying to remember exactly what they said. Like, all you guys, we need you guys to step outside. We need to set up for the next event.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed my backpack. Me, Kane, JimJam, Feeney's homeboy G. We all get up, and we're walking towards the door, and we see a couple people walk to the door, turn back around, and go sit down. We walk up to the door. We look outside. There's a line to the moon outside the room. So we look back. We're like, we look at each other, and we're like, yo, I don't think we need to go outside because if we go out, we're not getting back in.
Right. No way.
So we turn back around and we see that everybody that's going back, they're just filling in the seats in the front. So instead of walking back and sitting where we were sitting before, we just went and we filled in some seats in the front. And so we sat down, we got comfortable. People started filing into the room. And when I say rough estimate, 11% of the people that were in that room initially that got told to leave left and were actually able to get back in because there was so many people waiting outside. They knew they were just trying to like cycle new people in, and we were like, "Nah, I think I see what's going on here. I'm not gonna." And thank goodness we didn't because it was fun. It was an RDC panel, so Mark and all those guys they were out there. What were they up on stage doing? I think it was a back and forth. So it was that panel. It was a little back and forth panel that they were doing. That was fun. It was cool. I enjoyed that a lot. And so had we walked outside of that room, we would have missed that. Yeah. But we didn't. And so that was fun. There was a lot of cool cosplay at Dreamcon too. I know I took pictures with at least 2 or 3 people. Kane, you took pictures with like at least 10 people that I can count.
10 people. There wasn't that many.
It feels like it was because I know we caught the 2 that were doing the Dragon Ball Z cosplay. And
I think that's the only picture other than when I took that selfie of us with the
during the Anime Family Feud thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I felt like it was more.
I think that was my favorite part of the whole con was just taking pictures with cosplayers. It's fun seeing unique cosplayers. There's some I wish I had gotten a picture. There was one woman who went as Jorgen Von Strangle. Very upset that I just
dude, I didn't even see that. Are you serious?
Bro, it was so funny. Yeah. She was one of the women that went on stage on the during like the opening ceremony type thing we watched.
Okay.
She had like braids or pink and purple. But yeah, she was completely dressed up in the military outfit, but she had a wand. That's what tipped me off to it. I was like, dog, like
interesting. I didn't see that.
It was great. I think cosplay was either Sandy Cheeks or Spice Adams. One of those.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm shocked you didn't get a picture with Spice Adams, dude.
Cream Bigham.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
You did? Oh, I didn't.
You did? We never saw that.
Y'all never saw the pictures of you.
Yeah, you got to show us. Listen, there was this kid there who cosplayed as Spice Adams in the little basketball sketch. Yeah, so he had the orange high-waisted basketball shorts that came to like a quarter thigh, right? And then he had the orange basketball jersey tucked in, shorts damn near pulled up to his nipples. He had the basketball. He was dragging a little wagon with him. It was a great time. He was just walking through the crowd, just doing a little Spice Adams dribble move, just moving slow as hell. It was a great time. We saw him in the parking lot doing it. Good time. Good time.
Yeah, I need to see that. That may need to be the episode.
Yeah, I'm mad at JimJam for not telling us that he gotten that picture.
I thought I told y'all already got the picture.
You did not. We all saw him together, but you didn't tell. Oh, and I so like one of the pieces that I bought, there was a poster that someone made of Mirako from My Hero Academia, and I bought one of those, and then I bumped into a girl who was doing a Mirako cosplay. So I've got a picture of like y'all were there because I think either Feeney took the picture or maybe it was somebody. Yeah, Feeney, you took the picture. No. Kane, you took the picture.
Okay.
And so it was me and her holding the poster.
Okay.
And yeah, that was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, so Feeney couldn't be with us this episode, so he's with us in spirit. But yeah,
Yeah, you pretending to get ready to teach some kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised JimJam, like speaking of Goku, creator Goku, you know, JimJam, how did you feel about him calling himself your daddy, man? What was
Yeah,
what was your reaction to that? He said,
that's
I raised you.
great.
You nappy at it. Y'all, I talked y'all
Nah,
niggas.
Yeah, he looked
was-
out to the crowd. He was giving some answer to a question. He was like, yeah. And so, like, you know, with the show and the influence that it had, I feel like, you know, these are all my children. And everybody's like,
Yeah. It's like, hey,
man,
bro.
that's crazy.
yo, brother.
It was.
Yeah, we don't know you like that, bro. We just learned your name like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
There were some hardcore Dragon Ball Z fans in there that knew, I'm sure. But yeah,
It was
like
very
even me,
wild.
hardcore
Like,
Dragon Ball Z fan, I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. When I was like, when the poster came out and they were showing who's gonna be there, I was trying to figure out who this guy was the whole time. I was like, who is
Oh
this?
no, I recognized his name. I just
Okay.
couldn't tell exactly where it was from. And then the second he started talking, I was like, oh, okay, I know where he's from.
I can't remember. I found out the day after the con that on the second day the voice actor for Naruto was there. I was hot. I was like, fuck.
Oh, for real?
Like, I wanted to be there so bad.
Oh, wow.
I would have loved to have met her. What else? Oh yeah, I was just going back through because during the Goku, the four of us were in a group chat, just just looking down and typing shit about it.
Yeah, as he was talking,
I
like during the
remember-
interview, we were talking to each other like, yo, this is some bullshit. What is going on?
I didn't know he was y'all's daddy. Damn. Yeah, it was like
You talking to y'all.
it was like the Mark his instigator sketch. His dad.
Yeah,
It
man.
was. I didn't know it was your daddy. That's crazy. But no, he was bringing up a nigga that should still be in prison. He was talking about the comedic albums that he still had. He had like 5. I was like,
Comedic album.
I remember. Yeah, there were. I believe there's no way that nigga was singing like records or whatever it was.
No.
right.
He was in a band. He plays music. Remember?
Yeah. I thought
No,
he played, like,
no. I'm
guitar,
talking about the person's records that he had as a kid, or something like that. I'm not trying to say the name, like mind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedy. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And then
That was wild.
he
That was a
just
wild
kept
moment.
saying, yeah, that was the exact moment I knew.
That was
like,
another
that was-
moment we went into the group chat. I was like, bro, did he just fucking say that?
Oh, right. Right.
And
Yeah.
that was the start.
Okay, now
that was
I
the
got you.
start of the interview. So my ears like perked up to like.
Yeah, we all like,
Like,
what did this nigga just say?
I wore a Hillman sweater in the 90s too. I'm a Hillman alumni as well. Yeah.
he
Proud of
just
his
called
kid.
550 niggas boy though. That was
Yeah.
from Robi.
Nah, you talking to y'all, not me.
They couldn't have been talking to me. I wasn't raised off of him. I was raised
Yeah.
off of Naruto.
I don't know
Like,
what
that's
the hell
why.
you're talking about.
Yeah, because you young as hell.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I know he wasn't talking to me. Like,
Tragic.
old niggas in the crowd were shocked.
So I raised you, Jerome. I raised you, Jamal. Yes.
Xavier. I know I raised you.
Oh, I see the
Deshaun,
picture.
Very,
JJ just
and
posted
very,
the pictures in the group chat of him with Spice Adams. That's funny.
Okay.
What
Very
Spice Adams cosplay
uncharacteristic.
did. That's great.
it was very uncharacteristic of Dragon of
Oh, there we
he was talking
go.
about he was talking about raising kids and talking complete sentences. It was
Mhm.
crazy. It was madness.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, that interview, it was actually really cool because you do like any interview. It's great to just see, like, I've listened to this dude's voice for so long, but you actually like see the person behind it. It's great.
Yeah, and there were times that like he intentionally like he obviously he would do the voice to play to the crowd and stuff like that. That was really cool. But there were also moments like during the interview where you could hear Goku like in his voice.
Yeah.
Like you could hear him like unintentionally just doing the voice because that's just how he sounds. And so that was interesting to me. That was really cool.
I sort of when he started talking about the dude that voiced Vegeta, I was almost like I kind of wish he was here instead or
Chris Sabat. Yeah, no, listen. Now that's a dude I would love to watch an interview with.
Right.
That motherfucker's incredible. Yeah, no, he's great. I would love to watch an interview of him.
There we go.
That's an OG in his voice acting game for sure.
Yeah, the RDC world back and forth, that was probably a highlight. I mean, I honestly, there was so many, like, it was just like a beautiful experience for me. I know I think it was either Robi or it was G I was talking to on the first day, where I was just like, because of the pandemic, it's like I really haven't been around this many Black people like in too long, and it was just nice to have that environment. And it was just like, it was great. I'm saying? Everyone there was just like seemed like happy just to be around each other, happy to like have a community, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of spirited debates that went on, and like I didn't understand half of them because I'm like, I know I've like barely dipped my toe in anime. Like I've only finished a few shows, so I didn't understand all of what was going on at times. But just you could feel the passion. You know what I'm saying? You could, and it was great.
Kane know the classes, and he not dipping his toes in all this young nigga shit yet. Like he ain't got that.
Yeah.
So like there was a lot of shit that was going over his head. There were a lot of names that would be thrown out that I had to like take 5 seconds to be like, wait, what character are they fucking talking about? And then it would click later, and by then they're already moving on to another argument. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just let them have it. This is a young man's game. I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, I'm in the same boat. Like I was definitely just enjoying the arguments, but I'm like, listen,
this nigga's lying. You went up to the mic 3 times.
Yeah, I did, but it was about fights. It was about fights, and I stayed in my lane. Like, I'll be damned if I was like, let me tell you about this fight I've never seen from Demon Slayer. There's something about it. Like, no, I wasn't gonna do that. But I talked about what I wanted to talk about up there. But I did go to a mic 3 times to talk about different fights.
I respect it. I would
JimJam was ready for a fight the whole weekend too. Did you bring your katana both days, or was that just the first day?
Oh no, it was just the first day.
Okay.
But I kept that first day. It was very fun. People kept complimenting me on it. I enjoyed walking around with the sword because I didn't realize till that day that I could also use it as a really good cane as well. Like when it's in its holster, that's a strong cane. Let me see.
Right. Yeah, man, it was a fun weekend. Hopefully
next year I definitely got like cosplay one of the days of the event.
Yeah,
I for sure got to do that.
Man.
Oh, and next year, hey, listen, man, if you plan on going to Dreamcon next year, when these tickets drop, brother, do yourself a favor. Everybody listen, buy VIP passes. You get access to everything faster.
Yep, you gotta wait no lines.
Oh, yeah.
They was zooming through that building like they had a flash pass. Buy VIP pass. They had their own section. I'm shocked they ain't have women in bottles and shit over there. Like
or men. Hey, let's be inclusive.
Of course. Listen, whoever you prefer, they would have had them over there with Magnum bottles. So buy VIP passes, man. That if you can afford it, obviously. Don't spend outside your means, man. We're going there to have a good time. Don't show up broke, bro. Like you're only hurting yourself at that point.
I think what I saw, they have like going to be 3 different levels of VIP. From what I saw.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah,
well, no, I saw that they were talking. So like it was like $50 for the pass, which is what it was this year. And then I think I saw it's going to be like $100 for some VIP thing, and then like $150 for like the other level of VIP access. I saw that too. If that's what you're talking about, and I'm thinking like I might just go ahead and just put like the $150 on my card and then take that off. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just have access to everything and then choose what I don't want to go to.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So,
You were.
but yeah, I know exactly what you
y'all
mean.
y'all were talking about community earlier, and just being near a
Yeah.
group of black people, like a huge group of black people.
Mm-hmm.
And all my years, like being this planet, I lived in Wisconsin until recently, and the ratio of white to black is not a, how do I put that?
It's not a ratio.
Ideal.
It's not a ratio. It's not ideal.
It's not a ratio. It is a
bad.
single number.
Yeah.
It's
it is in fact bad. Like it is. So when I got to Texas, it changed a little bit, but not really all that much. But when I Dreamcon, that was the first time I was like, yeah, it's just a group of niggas here. I love it. Like I love being around other black people, and this was really one of the first times I got to truly experience it. And then knowing off top that like, oh yeah, nah, this is like I feel so comfortable. It made me be able to walk out of my my comfort zone a lot easier than before.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I was not doing that. Like I was definitely not doing that. Especially nowadays, I'm not really in the mood to interact with a bunch of random strangers like that. But
Right.
a bunch of black people, that's kin. Like it is like so I was fine with it. And then even then, I wasn't getting into arguments. I was getting into to debates with people, which was obviously that's always fun. I love debates. I don't like serious arguing about stupid shit. Like, but debating about stuff like anime, I'm always down for that. I got into one argument on whether or not Robin from One Piece was ever a villain in the first place. That one was fun.
I remember that.
That one was a fun one.
Oh, was that during the Family Feud thing? We were talking about villains turning heroes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Until I thought we were done, and then when they had to quiet down the rest of like the viewers, right?
And man, somebody yell at everybody in the crowd like somebody farted in class, bro. She yelled at them like a fourth grade teacher, man.
Exactly. She had to calm the whole class down. And then when it got loud again, I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turned around and he was like, "All right, back to you, nigga." I was like, "There's no back to me. This is done. Like it's over."
No,
like,
no, I've had enough.
Throw the damn towel.
Nigga, it's 11 a.m. Why are you still?
Yeah, only debate I got into was some dude trying to say LaMelo was better than Lonzo was better than LaMelo. It was just because I wore a jersey.
Oh yeah,
because you had on a LaMelo jersey, which is pretty fire, by the way.
Fuck Delta Airlines.
Yeah. Listen, I be riding Delta and I ain't had no issue, but yeah, they fuck you over a little bit.
Yeah,
yeah, I understand. I 100%.
I remember I heard that out of the in passing, because that wasn't the first time he was talking about it. Because I didn't see you get into the debate, but I did hear someone else. Either it was someone else or it was the same. And I just in passing, it was another time my ears perked up because I had one headphone in and one out. All I hear is, "Good now, Lonzo better than LaMelo," and I was like.
And another thing.
I think I heard that because Kane was up on the panel with me. So by the time we stepped off, dude was already talking about it.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna let y'all have that, brother.
I remember some dude was popping lock in. Another dude outside the building was rapping on our way to the end. So we had to
in one of the entrance areas. Yeah, like one of the little outside foyers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that nigga was.
Dude had a mic and his own speaker. I was like, wow.
It wasn't even a speaker, bro. It was a phone.
It was his phone. You're right. I'm sorry. I gave him too much credit. And he also didn't have like a parasol or something to protect him from that damn sun. It was 100 degrees outside.
He rapping with one guy who was trying to have a conversation with him.
Exactly. I was so concerned. I was so concerned for the man. I just kept walking though. I was like,
I just kept walking. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, and to be fair to the event organizers and the event itself, it wasn't only black people. It was mostly black people.
Right.
But I know Kane had a homeboy come through who was white. I saw like a couple white people like sprinkled out like in the crowd.
Yeah.
We met. I'm pretty sure there were a couple. That girl that was on a Family Feud team, and I'm assuming that was her boyfriend that was in the front row that
But you the
we were
Asian,
talking to
right?
back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were there. I saw more than a few Latino kids like running back and forth. But they look like kids, not like adults our age. They look like 16 to 17 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were a ton of people there, and for the most part, there wasn't any arguments or like not any real arguments anyway. No strife, no fighting, no mess, anything like that. It was a really cool, chill, peaceful environment, and I appreciated that more than anything because I'd never been to any kind of anime convention at all or gaming convention before that, and I imagine that is not what they're all like, especially not over in the area where like the gaming tournaments and everything like that are going on. I imagine it's a little bit testier in those areas if you go to like a different convention, but it wasn't here, and I found that honestly odd, but in a good way. I wasn't complaining about it.
Tournaments just really seemed like they enjoyed what they were doing, like win or loss. That shit,
Mm-hmm.
it felt good.
Yeah, it was a good time. Okay.
I completely forgot to sign up for a tournament, by the way. Completely forgot.
I was just about to say, you and Feeny were both talking about competing in the tournament. I think he was going to be in the Ninja Storm tournament. You were going to be in the Smash Brothers tournament, right?
Yeah, and I completely, like, dead ass. Like, I was like, fuck. Like, I was like, damn.
Well, honestly, like, you're better off for it because the reason Feeny didn't do it is he said, bro, I'm not about to be sitting over there with the musty niggas for like 6 straight hours, bro.
Oh, no. And
I was like, I felt that.
Oh, God.
I felt that spiritually.
Are we about to transition into hygiene talk? Because that's been a hot button topic for the
so here's the thing, right? Hygiene, the hygiene generally at the event was a lot better than I expected for like a public gathering of that size. Except it was niggas in the gaming tournament section not wearing deodorant.
Terrifying. You gotta do better. We gotta do better. Like that's not right.
You gotta bring backup. If you're gonna be playing games and sweating, you gotta think ahead.
So this was the second con that I've ever been to.
Okay.
I went to one. It was like a Wizard Con or something like that in Madison.
Interesting.
It was just like an all around con. It didn't have like a particular focus. It was just called that. And they were musty there. They're very clean. You could smell it like
boy.
Sometimes you knew you walked into you didn't realize it, but you did realize it until it was too late, obviously. But you realized you walked into like a funk, like a cloud of stank, basically. Sometimes you like legit like that scene from SpongeBob, the perfume department, and then you just get punched, and you just get this whiff of like,
Hey, listen, and let's be clear. We don't say this to shame anyone. We say this to tell you, brother, your hygiene is too important to be treating yourself like that. Or sister, I don't know who it was that was over there. I'm hoping that the second isn't necessary, but yeah.
It was
empathy.
Take care of your hygiene, man. It was 100 degrees out there. If they do this in July again next year, July in Texas, it is going to be around 100 degrees again. Make sure you have deodorant packs, deodorant, bring some lotion, everything you're going to need. Toothbrush, if you need it, bring it in a bag. Bring a fanny pack. They'll check the bag.
And I say all this because literally, like, when you go to a con and you smell, it is, you literally are like begging. No one should like using Axe body spray. No one should. Axe is the definition of like, I'm almost out the door. Like, I'm struggling. Like fuck. Like, that's what you say as you put like Axe body spray on. Shit, fuck, and then you
know, when I was a kid, I used to use Axe body spray. Like, not like I would clean myself obviously and like wear deodorant. I would just like wear Axe body spray on top of it because I like the smell. And I didn't realize that I smelled like some dude who was just coming from the gym who was trying to cover up the fact that he smells like sweat and stank.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. When you're 15, 16, you're a teenager. You kind of we understand. You're a sophomore in high school, but as a grown man.
I can't wear.
Let me revise the statement. Once you are out once you were out of middle school and high school, you should not be using Axe body spray daily. Like, hey,
I bet if I check my bag right now, I still got an old thing of Axe body spray in there that I haven't touched.
Hey, bro, I had for Christmas one time. I got the four.
I had a little pack with the two-sided
body wash
thing and the body. Yeah,
and it was the chocolate.
Oh no!
So I got that one for Christmas, nigga.
Boys, hey, listen, bro. You should have. Who gave you that gift? You should have punched their ass in the face.
My mother. My mother. I was never going. Yeah. See, exactly. I can't do that. Yeah, but again, I was 13, so it worked. Obviously.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was it. I was like, awesome. I would smell like chocolate. I guess I don't know. Like, in hindsight, like, why? But in the time I was, but yeah, but in those times when you walk into that cloud of ink, you really wish that like Axe body spray like would come down. Well, like you wish it was like infused into like the fire alarm and you could pull it and just drench the place in the shit. Cause it's just like, oh my God, at least I can breathe the air. Like, like it's that. It's like that level. And you take that shit for granted.
Yeah, you sure do. Fresh air. Yeah. Not always promised.
Just remember, boys and girls, if you can smell yourself, it's too late. Just go ahead.
If you're smelling this, it's too late.
If you think you're even near that, like don't even risk it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you don't get to that point. You're good. You won't have to worry about it in life. And
then that was I woke up a little bit early because normally I'll do 1 or 2 showers every day. But today I was like, I woke up on that day, on day 1 of the con. I remember I'd woke up way earlier than usual for some reason. I don't know what it was. So I was like, shit, why am I up this early? So I just was like, all right, gotta make the most of this. And then I just decided to take like an extra long shower. And then it hit me and I was like, thank God I did this. Because I really took a lot of pictures with people, and I really would be upset if one of them was like, "You smell like shit." Like I like imagine getting roasted at Dreamcon, bro. That's a lot of niggas on your ass, bro. Like that's a lot of niggas.
Yeah, I was about to say. Now, one thing I will say, didn't no fights and nothing like that break out. But if somebody had just started roasting in the middle of the hallway, like it would have picked up a crowd because we saw 2 niggas who were just like rapping, like they were doing some little anime battle rap like back and forth or whatever in the middle of the hallway, like right in the middle of where people were lining up trying to get into the event halls, and people stopped and formed a circle. And I was like, yeah, if somebody was like getting scolded on real bad, it would have been a fucking it would have caught your ass in 8K, multiple camera phones. Like you would have been on somebody's IG story within 20 minutes.
Exactly. Like a nigga, dude, 2 people going back and forth. Do you think you would have joined in on the roasting, or you would have stayed back?
Yeah, this nigga smell like shrimp. Been on your ass, yeah.
Yeah, no, sad. Yeah, so please.
Yeah, you made a good decision.
Respect yourself. Respect yourself. In deodorant.
Respect yourself. Respect respect your competitors. Respect all the visitors. Keep yourself clean. It's for your own good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Be empathetic.
You're not Mila Kunis. You're not Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Listen,
You're not
bro.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Is it just me, or is there a new? And I feel like some of these have to be fake. The 3 that you said, I don't feel like those are fake, unfortunately. And I hate that. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, but it feels like there's a new white person coming out as like unwashed every 2 days now.
Yeah. Hey man.
Like, yeah.
People are telling their stories,
No, why are they telling these stories? The public do not need to know this.
Yeah. I don't want these stories. Like, who needs
bro,
these
stories? Bro, they telling us that they don't wash their ass unprompted, unprovoked. Nobody what do they stand to gain?
I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. Like, oh my God.
For Ashton Kutcher talking about, bro, if I see dirt, if you see dirt, nigga, what are you doing that you're gonna see dirt on your body?
There's only so many occasions when you see dirt but they won't like smell like shit. Like if they're literally like they were playing in the mud, they come back inside. Technically, they're not gonna smell fucking disgusting like that. So
there's a difference between being
dirt,
dirty and seeing dirt.
Exactly. By the time you see dirt, they should have had a shower or bath like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Like it is over. Like this isn't fucking Sims. Like in Sims, when the character in Sims gets dirty, you can actually see the dirt like in like a day because they haven't washed in a day. Then you take a shower, then it's all gone. This is real life. Disgusting.
Yeah, dirt on the body is like mold on a loaf of bread, bro. If you can see it, it's all through there. Go ahead and throw it away.
Exactly.
Throw the whole thing away.
Ashton said he wait till the children start changing colors. So like, okay, you hey, man. It's not
imagine
summer.
Being a kid in that house, bro, because that's not the kid's fault. They don't know no fucking better. This is how they getting raised. Yep. You gotta walk in the house looking like a fucking Smurf to get a bath drawn in there. That's bullshit.
That's sad, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
why are we living like this?
Yeah. It's not summer, but the kids look tanned. Oh, they need a bath. Look at that.
Oh my god! You know that's the thing which they said.
Niggas went to school. Kids thought they was in blackface. No, these niggas just dirty.
Bro, they close their eyes near some trees and you can't see them anymore. That's crazy. Like it's fucked up.
You're going to looking like fucking Mr. Popo.
Looking like.
No, when they were talking about bathing, did y'all see it as like when I see dirt, then it's time for a shower or a bath, or did you see it as them doing like the granny like? Get that like that's how I saw
it. Like, listen, I'm not gonna say that I think they bathe their children the way that a primate would, but
yeah, you can't even say that because
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. I saw a video of a mother monkey giving her babies a bath. Like she was
give them a tongue bath.
She was no,
like a fucking cat.
Nah, she was dipping them in the water. She was dipping them in the water and scrubbing.
Oh yeah, no, I seen that. Yeah, and then somebody quote tweeted and they were like, "Listen, white people, is this so hard?" I seen that exact video. I know exactly what you're talking about. Bro, come on. What are we doing?
Got the kids looking like they're going to war, all camouflaged up.
These motherfuckers look like it's 1934 outside. Like we firmly in the fucking Great Depression and shit. Got your kids going to school looking like they're working a fucking coal mine, man. Clean your fucking kids, bro. If you're not gonna clean yourself, keep your kids clean.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging. You're gonna only make their life harder if you don't instill in them how to wash themselves. Okay?
And I'm white as hell. Ain't got no ethnicity in their blood that should make their skin dark or tan or olive or anything like that. And they go into school looking like Mowgli from the fucking Jungle Book every day.
Oh God. Do you think imagine having to tell fully grown adults when they get to the acting, like when they get to their job, like to act, and then you have to just be like, all right, Mila, before we shoot this scene, you're gonna be really close to the other actor. You're gonna have to take a shower because you know what you smell like right now. Like, oh God,
bro, I feel bad for all the actors and actresses that have had to do because I don't know how long it's been since they've adopted this mindset. I don't know if this is some weird shit they came up with on the set of that '70s show and then started dating there, or if they just like had this from like a long. From as long as they've been,
it had to have been on that '70s show. That's it. Fez called them dirty white people, like for a reason. Like,
here's the thing, right? I feel bad for all the people that have had to like make out with them and have like love scenes and stuff with them in movies and TV shows. Because I'm like, bro, how can you gotta be hellified acting.
Justin Timberlake's nostrils gotta be dead, bro. Like, gotta be. Do you remember the movie that they did together?
Justin Timberlake, you said.
Yeah, it was Friends with Benefits. I think it was
Friends with Benefits. Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God,
bro,
nostrils gotta be dead.
He dry humped the fuck out that girl. That was crazy to me. I'm like, bro, you're a grown ass 30-year-old man hunching in a bed.
That's tearing it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of tearing it up, would you move to the Netherlands, Robi? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
No.
Would I move to the Netherlands?
We're not.
Why the Netherlands?
Would you?
Nope.
Oh, nigga, you nasty.
Would you move to the?
Yeah, no.
You're fucking disgusting, bro. Get JimJam off my TV.
I don't want to have to mute.
I'm just saying they treat
we're not
they
even
treat the
do that.
disabled better there. I think that's
They
what's
treat
important.
veterans better there.
Go ahead and mute Roby. There.
Yeah, I'm not about to continue this.
Yeah, we need to. Let's go ahead and end this here. I appreciate.
For this motherfucker get going.
All right, bro.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
y'all not trying to hear it. Y'all not trying to hear it. It's fine.
No,
I'm
we're
trying
not.
to talk about politics, and here we are. Like y'all are sick.
We're good. It's just we're not even gonna do. But the wording, it's a right. That's the part I had an issue with it. Everyone has a right to this. Like it. I don't like the way that's worded. Beyond everything, but the extra money is nice. Anyways, so
I blow a band on.
Appreciate
All right, never mind. You're gonna get the government's gonna give me a band to blow some back out. All right,
all right. Appreciate that, fellas.